I'm going to be back. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another live session. You guys, I've not juiced in like 2 weeks, and today that I want to juice, my mind is just running here, and I'm like, what am I supposed to juice today? What am I supposed to juice today? But you guys, don't worry, I have it on, what's the word? I have it under control. That's what I'm trying to say. I have it under control. And as you guys know, the juicing recipe for today, I use 2 oranges. I'm supposed to use. Let's use this one. I'm forgetting this recipe. Hi, hello. Hi, welcome back to today's live session. So today we're just going to be juicing, right? And I have 2 different juices I'm going to be making specifically for today. The first one is my ginger shot. Are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing? The first recipe is my ginger shot, and for my ginger shot, I'm going to be using this amount of ginger. I think I'll cut some and add it to the pomegranate, so I'll not use everything, but I'm using ginger. I have 2 oranges, I have lemon, and then I have fresh turmeric. If you guys know, I'm fine, I'm awesome. If you guys know, or if you guys remember, I've been looking for fresh turmeric for like the longest time. Like, I've always wanted to use fresh turmeric for this particular recipe. And then I went to the market, I went to the African store, and I saw fresh turmeric, and I was like, do you know what? I have to buy it. I have to try this weight loss recipe with fresh turmeric and see if there's any difference between the fresh turmeric and the powdered turmeric. When it's time for me to mix the honey with the black pepper, I'm going to show you guys the blended turmeric that I use, and it's very interesting to actually know if there's a difference. But yeah, this is the first juicing recipe, and the second is this pomegranate. Not full. Second is this pomegranate juice. The very first time I tried pomegranate juice was, I think, last month. And the thing about it was that after I juiced this, I kept it in the fridge. I was like, do you know what, I'm going to have it later, I'm not going to have it now. I was really saving it, right? And when it was time for me to have it, guess what happened? it fell down. The whole pomegranate juice fell down, like everything just poured on the floor. If you guys have not seen my latest vlog, the birthday vlog, the part one, yeah, that is where it happened. And I was like, oh my days, I felt so bad. Then when I picked up the can of what fell, like there was some remaining, and I drank it and I was like, you know, this is really, really good. I have to go back to buy this again. So I decided to buy this amount of pomegranate. Hopefully this is as sweet as the first one. If not, I'll be very sad. But hopefully it's as sweet. Like I said, I'm also going to be adding a little bit of ginger to the pomegranate so as to give it that spice. I just want it to have a little bit of spiciness. I don't know if the amount of ginger I'll add will do anything, but yeah, I'm still going to add it either ways. So what I will do right now is I'm going to wash this fruit, then start cutting it. So I'll get it ready to be blended. I'm going to be using that side for my prep. Oh, thank you, Wenda. I appreciate. Thank you. So let me just bring out my chopping board, and please, yeah, if you guys see my knife and you please do not complain or talk about the fact that my knife is not sharp. My knife is not sharp on purpose because I can't use a sharp knife. If I use a sharp knife, most of the time I always cut myself. So I'd rather the knife is not so sharp than too sharp, if that makes sense. But what I'm going to do right now is this is where I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to be doing the prep. Let me go over there, wash my fruits, then come back and we'll start it. Alright, so hi, hello. I'm back. So for this ginger, I'm not going to also peel the back. I'm just going to blend it like that. The smell of ginger is so nice. So I'll keep this for the pomegranate. I think I'll just use everything I have here for the ginger shots. Then I'll get a new one for the pomegranate juice. So now I'm just cutting my orange. And what I do with the orange is I peel the back, right? I don't like the taste of the back. Like if I should blend everything together, right? What happens is that it becomes very bitter, yeah. And I'm like, that's not really my vibe. Because even with this, I end up adding a little bit of honey, like 1 tablespoon of honey, just to make it sweet and digestible. So that's one of the reasons why I don't add the back to the oranges. But if that is your vibe, yeah, adding the back of the oranges to your juice, by all means do that. So I'm going to do this. I'm then going to go ahead to cut my turmeric into smaller chunks too, something like this. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. So for this recipe, right, this recipe calls for, what am I saying calls for? With this recipe, right, you can have 4 shot glasses with this recipe. If you don't want it to stay in the fridge for as long as 4 days, you can just divide everything here into two and you'll be able to get the one for 2 days. Most times in my recipe, I always do for 2 days, and the reason why I do for just 2 days is because I don't want a situation whereby the juice is going to stay in my fridge for more than 2 days. So after 2 days, I like making like a new batch of juice or shot, whatever you call it. So if for this pomegranate, now that I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't want it to stay in the fridge for more than 2 days. So I wouldn't do the 6 of them. I'll just do half of it. Again, this is the first time I'm trying this recipe, so it would be nice to not try it with a very big batch, right? And then some other time I'm going to try it with something bigger. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. From myself. From his electron mentality, myself. Help me. So that is done, and then yeah, throw it up while watching. And now this is ready to be blended. And the next thing I'm going to do is just pick out the pomegranates that I'm going to be using. So this one, I think I need something that feels soft to some extent. Okay, I like this one. I think I like these 3 in here. So I'll keep the remaining 3. I'm going to wash these ones. I'm going to open them up, then get them ready. In fact, you guys come with me. Let's wash it together. So I'm just going to go ahead to, I don't know if you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead to open this. This is very scary. Okay. And I was warned, right, that when I'm opening this pomegranate, I have to be very careful because it brings out a lot of coloring things like that of beads. So with beads, if you're wearing any light clothing and the color of the beads touches your clothes, that clothes is gone. So I heard the same thing about pomegranate too. So, okay. Okay. Put it in this plate. This is very difficult to come out. I don't know why. I think I'm getting it. Ooh. I'm actually doing it. I think I can go back to that section. I thought this was going to just pour all over my body. The last time I did this thing, right? Okay, yes. It's splashing. I'm going to stay here. I take back what I said. I'm going to stay here. Let me know if this is the right way to remove this. this thing. Okay, I think I've done one, so this is what the inside looks like. Last time I did this, and I did it with a spoon. I think I'll go back to using a spoon. Spoon is just more straightforward and less stressful. Okay, let me get a spoon. Alright, bye. Is everything? Okay, spoon makes it definitely easier. Okay, alright. So this is what it looks like. And I'm going to just use this spoon to bring it out. Now, I think I asked this question. I think the last time I did this thing, yeah, I don't know if I did it live, but if I did it live, I'm sure I asked this question. So people actually eat this pomegranate seed, because I look at this thing and it feels like something that's very strong. So if I'm having pomegranate, do I swallow the seeds or do I chew it? I'm very confused right now. This is so difficult. I wish I waited for this thing to get softer. So I think the softer it is, the sweeter it is. Okay, I have 2 more, so one of this and one more. Almost done. Okay. Okay, I'm done. God, my hand is spinning me. So the next thing I'm going to do is, this is what it looks like. I'll just go ahead to wash it and try and remove this white thingies. All these white things. Try and remove it. So I don't think it's meant to be part of it. Try my best. And the ones that can't remove, I'll just what's the word? I'll juice it like that. I think I understand why I'm using this very big pot. Okay. Hiya. I think it's easier this way to just bring out everything. Then while it's in the water, I'll just be separating the seeds from the white thingy, because I don't know what that white stuff is. But we're making progress. This is taking longer than it should take. I'm just getting tired. And I'm gonna just put all these things together. How do people separate this thing now? They are just getting the seeds out, because she is difficult. You know what? I'll start separating all the seeds from the water, so it becomes easier. I'll put it in this plate. Let me show you guys how far I've come. So these are the amounts of white things I have removed that needs to be removed. Personally, don't even know if it's going to make a difference in the grand scheme of things, like when I'm blending it or when I'm juicing it. I don't know if it's going to make a difference to the taste and all of that. But most of the recipes I see, these white things are not there. So in my head, I'm just like, I'm just follow the same recipe. Left to me, I need to blend all these things together. You guys just ignore me, right? As I'm doing this stuff, I'm just thinking of something. Anyways, you guys, this is what we have currently, and I am going with this because I am tired. So next thing I'm going to do is just bring out my juicer. So this is where I'll be juicing. Now you guys, this juicer here, I got it from TikTok shop, and this is one of the best things I've bought on TikTok shop recently. If you're looking for a juicer that is affordable and you don't want to spend like the very big, because I saw a lot of options, right? But they were very expensive. And I told myself that, you know, I cannot afford these. I don't myself that you could. Told myself that right now, juicer going for 500 and something pounds. You can't afford it. At least not right now, yeah. So I just told myself that I was going for something cheaper. And to be fair, it is doing the work it's meant to do. Maybe not as awesome as the more expensive one would have done, but this is also good. So I have assembled this and it's time for me to start juicing. So I'm going to start with the ginger and the I'm going to start off with the ginger shots. So this is what I'm going to start with, and I'll just put in all the oranges. Then I'll mix it with some ginger so that it can go down easily. So this is what we have, and I think this is going to feel like 4 different shot glasses. So as you guys know, one sec, let me show you guys the turmeric and the black pepper that I use. So normally for this is what I was doing. So normally for this recipe, what I always use is I use this particular turmeric. So this ground turmeric, right? And I use 1 teaspoon of this and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. But since I'm not using this turmeric, I'm gonna drop this in. Just wanted to show you guys. I've already added 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and the next thing I'm going to add is 1 tablespoon of honey. And the reason for adding this honey is just so that it's sweet. Next to me. So I'm going to stir these two together to form a paste before I add the hot water. Now there's another reason for the hot water. The reason for the hot water is because if I just put this black pepper, right, if I just put the black pepper and the honey together and I put it in this, it does not what's the word, it does not blend well together. So what I do is that I turn it into a paste like this. Then when this is thoroughly mixed, when the black pepper and the honey, when they're thoroughly mixed, I will then add the hot water, and the hot water is just going to make sure that, or the hot water is going to like loosen this up a little bit. So it's like a little bit more runny. So I let it mix well with this. I'm also not adding a lot of water because I don't want it to be too watery. And you have to be very careful when mixing it. Okay, so I still have this lump on the spoon. So if you just keep on stirring. So this is what we have. I'm going to put it into this. I'm just going to stir it. And that's it. And literally that's it for the ginger shots. For the ginger shots, I have these ones first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That's when I have this. Like I said, I'm going to be having this for 2 different days, or rather I'll be keeping this in the fridge for two different two for two not 2 different days, for 2 days. What am I saying? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just going to okay, so now that I am done with that, I'm going to go over to this. So this is the last one for today. I'm going to use this. I'm going to also rinse this. So I'm going to start off with ginger. So this is the pulp. We have everything. Normally, what I would have done, if I actually remembered, was the pulp of the ginger, turmeric, orange, and garlic. I would have sieved it and maybe put it in the ice cube or something and freeze it. Then whenever I want to have tea, I'm just going to have it. But now that I've put this on top, I'm just going to throw everything away. But yeah, that brings me to the end of today's juicing recipe. Come next, not next week actually, okay, no, come in 2 days time. 2 days time, we're going to make this weight loss ginger shot again, and I'm going to make some other type of juice. I don't know the type yet, depends on the type of fruit I have in my fridge. But yeah, that brings me to the end, and I will see you guys later this afternoon or in the evening. I'm not so sure right now, but yeah, thank you for joining.